Hello, everyone. We begin in a completely peaceful spot. Home with all of her history. We take a ritual bath. Because today, she's going to go get Sunder and Keening. So with the lore that we've read, Vivek tells you to go speak to, the garrison at Ghostgate. But Ghostgate is an unhelpful warren, and although it is a roleplay step, there's no direction to it. There's only the information that Vivek gave us. So rather than attempt that, which is not terribly helpful. So let's go to Ghostgate. Yeah, it still thinks I'm in Evanheart. Okay. So let's go to Ghostgate, but there isn't much in the way of a narrative, and there's no quest. But we might as well go to Ghostgate.
I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along.
So, these places are very confusing. I don't think there's really anybody to speak to. So I'm going to try to go up to the Tower of Dawn. One would assume a commander is.
And all shall honor you.
Okay, so by your actions, you've lost the trust of the temple. Until you make amends, expect no favor from me. Okay. So they don't, make amends.
You must speak with a master of the temple to clear your name.
Alright, so I don't know what I did. I guess I just tried. I had to break into the room.
You have my blessings, Outlander. How about a potion today?
And she's a potion merchant. So, despite what Vivek says, there really is no help from the temple. From these guys. So, we are going to go to Odrasal. Odrasal, which is right there. So we'll fly north. So in terms of Vivek or the temple or Ruin Armages or anybody helping you in any way, it just doesn't exist. One more reason to dislike Vivek. Her attitude about Vivek and his, let's face it, cool stuff, is that his time has passed. She's just disgusted. This is really weird. There's no Blightstorm in here. That's very strange. Okay, there we go. The one thing, because you can kill Vivek. Some people do it very early in the game. If you kill him before you get to this point, he will curse Wraithguard, the glove you have to wear, to make it much more difficult to wield. She's disgusted by him. He is a lying, spoiled brat, power-cursed monster. His only saving grace is that he created that beautiful city. And there is a meteor hanging over it that he is holding back by his will. And she's afraid if she kills him, everyone in the city will die. So you can, but she is not going to consider it because, in her opinion, Vivek, the city, would not survive. So for the people that are there, that love him, that would defend him and hate her and despise her and all of that stuff, possibly realistically because she just destroyed their city by destroying the only thing holding back that meteor, she is going to let him live. She doesn't really have any doubt right now that she probably could kill him. Now, if and when she survives this, perhaps he would kill her. But her plan is to leave Vardenfell if she survives. She has all the vacation homes. She's now burned her relationship she tried to build with Redarin in the temple. So these zones do not have makeovers like Kogorun did. I did have some, and I took them out. They were not helpful to me, and the maps did not work. So these are relatively easy fights, and they are anticlimactic, I would say. It doesn't really get that epic. It's all old Dwemer ruins. It all looks like this. And you come in here, you kill some guys. And you leave. Okay. Okay, so this is the training academy. Let's see. See if I can find my way to the tower. Ah, up. Okay, so I can see them, I just don't actually know how to get to them. Ah, there's another door. So the final fights are, in fact, not that compelling.
The sleeper awakes.
Have you come to serve or to challenge my station, or here to try to win Keening? It's well hidden. Even if I should fall, you'll never find it. But if you choose to serve, perhaps Lord Dagoth might even consent to grant you the use of it. Surely, by coming so far, you've drawn his discerning eye and earned his favor. Be reasonable. Why risk blood and life for that which might be won by words and
The
service?
sleeper awakes. The sleeper awakes. The
He
sleeper
says it's well hidden,
awakes.
but he just means he's well hidden. Keening. Okay. So we have Wraithguard, we have Keening, now we need Sunder. And I believe that's just... in Kagranak's study. And then Dagoth Ur is just to the north. So as far as gameplay goes, her idealism has... I wouldn't say it's gone. I would say it has mutated to something very different than when she began. One of the things of all of her agency is that she is aware, unlike her childhood where things were completely out of her control, that she has earned a great deal more agency. She has nobody else to appeal to. She does have more faith in Azura than in anyone else, but she believes Azura only will aid her in Azura's goals, and creating the world of Dagoth Ur or the Tribunal are good goals, but she doesn't think she and Azura are buddies or she's Azura's servant. She believes she is a tool, and once Dagoth Ur is managed, she will no longer be useful. So she does not consider herself to be Azura's servant. She does not worship any of the Daedra or the creatures that call themselves gods. They are all essentially creatures of power. Okay, so it looks like this is modded. Still modded. So I'm assuming I need to get to the study. So she has choices and she has power, and that's all she really wanted. She has accomplished what it is that she needs and wants. She's going to see this final task through because she believes she is qualified, and that's all that really matters. She's immune to corpus, that has been proven, and that's what was necessary. So she will see this through, but then she believes she is done. With Vardenfell and will move somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to save before this. The fight is up there, and the boss flees and then falls into the lava at the bottom of this pit, and they can't be looted, and they have Sunder, and that's bad. So we're going to save, and then we might have to redo it, but it can be very frustrating. I do like this mod, though, despite the fleeing boss and the fall into doom. I think this is cool. She will figure out what's going on in Tribunal, so after this, there's still more to do. But beyond that, she is essentially going to retire because she has achieved her goals. And she has learned by example. She does not want to become obsessed with power, which would make her like Dagoth Ur. She does not want to be obsessed with knowledge, which makes her like Dagoth Ur, who is willing to harm people without question if he can, well, answer a question. So the Telvanni have taught her not to pursue knowledge to her own detriment. Dagoth Ur has taught her not to pursue power to her own detriment, and so has Vivek. Okay, that's the guy, and
The sleeper awakes.
I greet you, Nandine, or Nerevar, or whoever you are. I am Dagoth Endus, brother of Dagoth Ur, and lord of Citadel Endusal. Would you like a little ancient Dagoth brandy? I would not. Broke my bow. Wow, what a jerk. You broke my bow. Drummer Centurion plans. Special flora. Okay. Where is... Bagranak's journal. Contents of this handwritten journal are in an unfamiliar script in an unknown language. There are many complex diagrams, heavily annotated with numbers and strange symbols. The title page, however, is clearly marked in Aldmeris, Kagranak's journal. Okay, maybe it's somewhere else. First off, music sheet. It seems to be filled with musical notes written in Dwemeris. As the song progresses, the notes get so complex and strange, it starts to make your eyes water. Okay, so that looks like... Oh, Kagranak's conductor. Alright. Interesting. Oh, it looks like, yeah, you conduct choirs from up here. So with the mod, I don't know exactly where things are. Drummer boots of flying. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, unlike last time, because this guy fell into Dune, it looks like I don't need to go to Kagrenek Study to get the piece. I need to go to Vimino. That's okay, they're kind of dead anyway. We'll just saw Vimino. Okay, so up here. And we've already been there? Really? Oh, I bet you I flew there. Yeah, I bet you I flew there when I went to the cavern. Okay, so we're already there. So she has learned from the temple, although she appreciates their acts of kindness, they grew to be as arrogant and power hungry as any other organization. I mean, within reason, I would say, you know, Dagoth Ur's organization here is more power hungry than, say, the temple. But whenever you give yourself an overarching battle cage, constant effect, fortified blunt weapon, shield, fortified agility, ash vampire, ash slave. When you give yourself a goal that requires power, power itself is corrupted. She can feel that just from her bow. Her love of headshots, taken too far, would be very bad. She does believe that there was a part of Vivek that wanted to help people. She does even believe that there was a part of Dagoth Ur that wanted to help people. But close proximity to corrupting power ruined their choices, and she wants choices. So she's going to choose to walk away from temptations that she has seen destroy admirable people and turn them into monsters. She's going to stop before she becomes a monster. Okay.
The sleeper awakes.
What? You want to talk? You want to surrender? To boast? To talk me to death? I am one of the oldest things to ever have slipped from a womb, but I've never heard of anyone talk to death. Of course, there's always a first time, and I was brought up properly. I know it's not polite to interrupt, so you just go ahead, talk all you want, and when you're done, go home. Or take your best shot. It's all the same to me. Sunder. Undead Crown. Resist Frost 25, resist Common Disease 90, resist Poison 25, Fortify Restoration 5. It's pretty. Let's take that. So she believes, as she looks at the ash statue down here, that the Daedra get their power from the generation of men and Myrrh. So essentially, Azura gains her power from all the generation of people, just as Sheogorath gains their power from all the generation of madness. It's much clearer in his part. You can point to madness and see that it wouldn't exist without men or Myrrh, not in a way that would make him the way that he is. Azura, I don't believe she's fed by the dusk and the dawn, but I believe she wishes to exert her power, and I believe Vivek wishes to exert his power, and I believe he was truthful when he said the only thing that would be bitter, he stopped feeling. But the only thing that would be bitter to him is losing. So for him, it is about the strategy. Okay, we're going to go south to Dagoth Ur. With these, to say that this is anticlimactic, that's, it's the fight at this point is not going to be all that epic, and she is fairly convinced of that at this point. She has weakened, and she can justify it by saying she has weakened Dagoth Ur with everything that she has done. Now, you know, I as a player can kind of know it's sort of bad endgame planning, but so she sees the Daedra as elemental, and she sees Vivek as someone who had choices, and who still actually has choices, but will not take them. So it's not as though he is going to become, you know, a philanthropist in his way. He will not do anything unless it feeds his ego. He's not going to set up a soup kitchen, because he's not going to be worshipped for that. Kindness is unfortunately not a marketable skill. Headshots certainly are. Search of power over people to get them to... What are you? Okay, you're a Skylamp. You're probably blighted, and you're coming right at me, aren't you? Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. Sorry this happened to you. So she wishes to avoid having her choices taken away. She will solve the mysteries that are still a threat in Mournhold. I, as a player, I've never done it. I know I've had spoiled what the end of Tribunal is, but I don't actually know how it proceeds, and I've never actually done it. So we'll have to see how that turns out. So far, I am thoroughly underwhelmed in terms of the DLC quality of content. Okay, I believe there is a... Yeah, there's a handle here. Get in. Okay, she is going to review yet again. Plan to defeat Dagoth Ur. She's going to see... So she needs to put on Wraithguard. and Keening and Sunder. Okay, Nerevarine will strike the heart with Keening. 3-step process. The wearer of Wraithguard strikes the heart with the hammer Sunder. So some of this has to do with tonal architecture of the Dwemer. So the language is in Dwemerus basically about tones. Strikes the heart with Sunder, causing the heart to produce a pure tone. Then strikes the heart with the blade Keening, shattering the pure tone. These tone shades are then imprinted upon the substance of the wearer of Wraithguard, giving him. So we'll strike the heart with Keening a second time, causing its tone to diverge. Further repeated strikes with Keening will further disrupt the tones. So she's nowhere near
Come,
as
Nerevar,
afraid.
friend or traitor, come. Come and look upon the heart and the Kulakan. And bring Wraithguard. I have need of it.
So, you know he's crazy. And he sounds as sane as Vivek does when he wishes to.
Come to the Heart Chamber. I wait for you there, where we last met countless ages ago.
So weirdly, despite her horror in a place like Caldera, where she was completely unqualified, she feels as though she knows what she's doing. And if necessary, she is ready to face death. She would be in the cavern of the incarnate.
Come to me through fire and war. I welcome you.
She feels it would be a good death. She does not want to die. She has future plans. Things she wants to do.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for you.
If you can hear, and I love it, I love the mod that adds the heartbeat to the Ghost Gate. I really do. It's amazing. It's such a cool atmospheric touch. It's incredibly creepy. Now this character right now is just... This is like a day at work for her. She's not horrified. She's purposeful. She doesn't have much room
Come,
in her mind.
bring Wraithguard to the Heart Chamber. Together let us free the cursed false gods.
She's going to leave most things where they lay. She's not all that interested in touching things held by these creatures. She imagines what it would feel like if
Welcome,
she truly
Nerevar.
believed.
Together we shall speak for the law and the land, and shall drive the mongrel dogs of the Empire from Morrowind.
She thinks a moment on this landing about what she would feel if she believed she were Nerevar, and it does sound strong, but it rings false. The same way Dagoth Ur truly believes what they're saying. They are about deception, but their life in here has been here for thousands of years. None of this is about her. They didn't make up this elaborate plan just to fool her. They believe. They believe they are this person. They believe they are this thing. And the horror that they have wrought is completely invisible to them. That's what she means when she says, it feels powerful, but it rings hollow. If we're speaking about Dwemer tonal architect, the instrument is sound and true. The music is broken. And she doesn't want to become this sort of wailing dirge song in her music. Dagoth Ur was betrayed. But they were also corrupted. And again, it's like a rabid dog. You can mourn for what took them over, but you still have to kill them. Okay, take a moment to check. All of her strength and intelligence, willpower, all of her statistics are in good shape. Make sure everything is repaired. Make sure her bow is charged. Moment of contemplation before the lava. Fully purposeful, and knowing she doesn't
Is this how you honor
understand.
the sixth house and the tribe unmourned? Come to me openly, and not by stealth.
This is ridiculous. At least he hasn't run back straight to the beginning of the zone, because he will. Doesn't want anything called a blood ring. He's going to leave these bodies where they lie. This is another dead hero, false incarnate. As far as she's concerned, though, they're all true incarnates. They all tried. They made it this far. It's not easy. She doesn't want to loot his corpse. And here we are. That's Dagoth Ur.
Welcome, Moon and Star, to this place where destiny is made.
Says spell did not hit a target. So Just like with the construct. No soul to trap. Alright. Wraithguard. Sunder. Keening. Alright. Sunder first. Looks like I can't dual wield them. Alright. To say that this is surprisingly easy for her. Also, pick up the heart ring. Okay, cast when used. Okay, so strike the heart once with Sunder. Strike it 5 times with Keening. These save points for her are moments of reflection and thinking. Very cool art.
What a fool you are. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive? There is no escape. No recall or intervention can work in this place. Come, lay down your weapons. It is not too late for my mercy. What are you, fool? Stop! This is the end. The bitter, bitter end.
Damn this thing. Dagoth Ur. So the heart that was here is gone. Something's trying to fight me, I don't know what. But this is the Numidium, or the second Numidium, which is the least epic name ever. That was going to be rebuilt, falls to pieces into the lava below. And I don't remember how to get out. How does one get out of this place? Oh, right. Yeah. I need to take off the weapon. That was the damage sound. Okay. Okay, take off the cursed things. Alright. She imagines that's, also damage from the... And it's done. Dagoth Ur is gone. He's gonna take off Wraithguard. Put her regular clothes back on. Although Wraithguard is very nice. But she doesn't want anything like that She's fine to go back to the Fist of Randagal. She doesn't want anything that powerful near her for that long.
You no longer bear the burden of prophecy. You have achieved your destiny. You are free. The doomed Duima's folly, Lord Dagoth's temptation, the tribunal's seduction, the god's heart freed, the prophecy fulfilled. All fate sealed and sins redeemed. If you have pity, mourn the lost, but let the weeping cease. The blight is gone, and the sun's golden honey gilds the land. Hail, Saviour, Hortator, and Nerevarine. Your people look to you for protection. Monster and villains, great and small, still threaten the people of Vardenfell. Enemies and evils abound, yet indomitable will might rid Morrowind of all its ills. For you, our thanks and blessing, our gift and token given. Come, take this thing from the hand of God.
And here, the Ring of Azura. Resist normal weapons, 20%, restore fatigue 3 points. Constant effect. Okay. She doesn't feel any horror of this place right now. Take a ritual bath. She believes she's going to go speak to Vivek. And she's going to say it's out of courtesy. Because he did not have to help her. He did not have to tell her anything. And he did. Without him, she would not have known of Wraithguard or Sunder or Keening, and she would have died. Or if she had not died, she would have at least failed to achieve her goals because she would not have known. So, from there, knowledge is power. She is grateful that he gave that knowledge and power to her. So, she will grant him the courtesy of conversation and thanks. She's not appealing to him.
3 blessings
She's
to you,
informing
Outlander.
him. Because it's also the end of him as a god.
The blight is gone, and we have survived. Now we must dedicate ourselves to rebuilding the temple, and you must dedicate yourself to your responsibilities as protector of Morrowind. We don't communicate. Without the heart, our divine powers must diminish. She takes her divinity very seriously, and the loss weighs heavily on her. She tends to brood, and I fear she will do herself and others harm.
It's about Almalexius, so that seems true. We don't communicate. So yes, and the fact that the tribunal are completely separate from one another and do not speak and do not cooperate any longer is also telling. They all took their powers and chose their own separate paths.
He was a god, and now he is dead. If one can truly kill a god. Almalexia, Sotasil, and I gained our divine powers from the heart of Lorcan, and now we no longer have access to the heart, so we must lose our divinity. I have always worn my divinity lightly. Fundamentally, I am not at all a serious person, and I will not miss it. I have tried to do what was necessary. I'm afraid I have done some harm. I assure you, I will be quite content to be a mere mortal again, dedicated to my own amusements. There is much to do. You still have Kagranak's tools, potent weapons, and the wit and experience of a proven hero. The Tribunal and the Temple are happy to yield to you the duties of fighting the enemies of Morrowind. There are many blighted beasts and horrors that have survived and must be hunted down and destroyed. There are lesser monsters and villains of all kinds who prey upon the people. There are unsolved mysteries and legendary treasures undiscovered. I'm sure you will find much to occupy you. There are still issues to be resolved between the temple and the dissident priests. And now that our greatest enemy is gone, we must reorganize the temple to meet the needs of the people. We have less need of ordinators, for example, and greater need of priests and healers and teachers. And we must find time to mourn and honor the dead. Without the power of the heart, our divine powers diminish. Our days as gods are numbered. I have told my priests that I shall withdraw from the world and that the temple should be prepared for a change. We may be honored no longer as gods, but as saints and heroes. And the temple will return to the faith of our forefathers, the worship of our ancestors, and the three good Daedra, Azura, Mephala, and Boethia. The missions and traditions of the temple must continue, but without its living gods. I do not hear from him since our defeat at Red Mountain. Truly, I scarcely ever heard from him. He is completely self-absorbed. Like myself, without the heart, his divine powers will diminish, but I doubt he will notice the loss. He is fascinated by the hidden world and its mysteries, and I doubt he even notices us most of the time.
That is so.
We have lost our divine powers, but not altogether. Some token of the people's faith remains, and we shall dedicate it to rebuilding the temple. Now that Dagoth Ur is gone, we can turn our energies to the more humble needs of the people. It is good, honest work, and I believe there is redemption in it.
She agrees with him. And she feels no need to linger here. One more place she wishes to go. She's going to return to the Cavern of the Incarnate. See the clear skies. And let everyone there know that they were part of a story. That's right, she's bound there. May not be able to enter, as it isn't Cavern of the Incarnate. She doesn't know if she can actually teleport there. Yes, she can. In her spot. Her chosen spot. More than anything, she wishes to let Peakstar know. Dumber woman like herself. Modern times.
Ask and I shall answer. The devil is dead and the blight is gone. You are the Nerevarine. You are the incarnate. You are the one.
Grateful about that.
I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. The devil is dead, and the blight is gone. You are the Nerevarine. You are the incarnate. You are the one.
She's not going to argue with them, but she is certain they will all know, and she just wanted them to rest. She doesn't think she can leave. Maybe she can. Ah! Door opens for her.
Door is
The
locked
sky should be
and will
clear.
not open. The star is the key.
And the skies are clear. Well, she's going to do what she said she would do a while back. She's going to the spa. She's going to the hot springs at the Draenham Spa. She's levitating, so she's gonna have to wait. Oh! Looks like she has levitate now for a while. Anyway, she is going to languish in the spa for a little while. Her job here is done. And the next concern she has is Vivek saying that Almalexia may do herself or others harm in her grief. And she will return to the tribunal content after she has had an incredibly long nap, a lot of soaks, some extraordinary gourmet mushrooms, and new local delicacies. She'll spend some time in the kitchens. And she's not going to read a single damn book for the whole time that she's here. But she's going to experience the present instead of someone else's past. Thank you for joining me.